Welcome, 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 career management class. How are y'all guys doing today? Are y'all doing good? Yo, Kenny, how are you? Are you doing good?
Doing great.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's what I like to hear. Not doing good, but doing great, great. Yeah. How about you?
I'm tired.
You're tired. Why are you tired?
I just am, and I don't like it.
Well, you gonna have to start getting some rest.
Miss Hargrave.
What's up? Kenny said I'm valid. What's up, Jamani? What's up?
Nothing much.
Nothing much. Well, y'all better be getting something going. That's what y'all better be doing. Y'all better be getting something going.
Like what?
I don't know. Hey, go to quizzes and do your attendance quiz for today. Everybody do that for me, please. And give me about a minute.
At least you put in the right class this time.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Just keep it up. I'm still here. I'm trying to do a couple things. So I'll let you complete that. So everybody completed the attendance quiz. Let me do my other thing while y'all here. Let me take my other attendance for everybody. So down. Hope everybody's having a great day. Okay, all the people that I sent an email to the other day, do you have your presentations?
Yeah,
Alexi,
I'm ready.
okay, Alexi, do you have yours? Let me get done with my thing and then I'll come back. Yeah, hold on. Why is it taking so long, Kenny? Shouldn't take that long. What's up? Melanie, are you on here? Melanie. Nevaeh. Derek. Let me see. Catch. Yeah, catch. Alfonso, I got you. William. Giselle. Ayana. Okay, so the people that I wanted to do the slide, Neftali, did you finish that slide that I wanted you to do?
Not yet. I'm almost done.
I'm gonna get y'all. Yeah, I'm telling y'all what, I'm gonna get y'all. Adriana is ready. I tell you what, you have until tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to present. Okay? I need everybody to be ready because I really need you to be ready yesterday because I had somebody on and I wanted them to see the presentation. And for some odd reason, y'all didn't show up. When you don't have something done, it's okay. Still come to class, but y'all didn't show up. Y'all left me out there hanging. So I need you to come through tomorrow, everybody. Okay? So I want y'all to be ready to present tomorrow. So by now, David Hush. By now, everybody should have done their attendance quiz. We're going to move on just a little bit. Let me get where I need to be. Yesterday, we went back over the 7 C's of business communication. So I want us to follow through with a couple things. We're going to have to spend a couple days on it because we're going to go over some articles that were some great resources to help us better understand how to better communicate in business when it comes to emails, conference calls, things of that nature. And I'll be able to put everything in words in just a minute. Also, I think tomorrow, your following directions assignment is due. Tomorrow, your following directions assignment is due. And we're going to do our best to start preparing for a test that we're going to have on Friday. So let's go back over the 7 C's of business communication. And I wanted to go over, like when we have meetings, the 7 C's, here's a checklist for making sure that your meetings are well constructed and clear so your audience gets your message. So first, we're going to go into how to conduct a meeting. You have to know how to conduct a meeting. And this article is saying running effective meetings. A lot of times when businesses, companies have meetings, a lot of times they are not organized. A lot of times there's a lot of chaos, a lot of noise, a lot of side talking, and the person who's trying to present or the people who are trying to present or the concept they're trying to convey, nobody ever gets that because they're doing other stuff or they're not clear enough. So how do you start and host a meeting? The article says there are good meetings and then there are bad meetings. Bad meetings drawn on forever, that means forever. They go on, or they continue at another date, still talk about the same thing before. So you never seem to get to the point. And you leave wondering why you were even present. So effective ones leave you energized and feeling that you are really have really accomplished something. So what makes an effective meeting? This really boils down to three things. They achieve the meeting's objective, what they wanted to cover, the things they wanted to cover. They take up a minimal amount of time. Meetings do not have to last for 2 hours. They might last for an hour, 30 minutes, but they don't have to go on and on. And three, they leave participants feeling that a sensible process has been followed. So if you structure your meeting like the planning, getting ready for it, how you going to um, what are you going to cover in the meeting? Follow up around these three basic criteria. The result will be an effective meeting. So, one, the meeting's objective. An effective meeting serves as a useful purpose. This means that you achieve a desired outcome. For a meeting to meet this outcome or objective, you have to be clear about what it is. Too often, people call a meeting to discuss something uh, without really considering what a good outcome would be. So you need to think about, do you want a decision? Do you want to generate ideas? Are you getting status reports? Are you communicating something? Are you making plans? Any of these are a matriarch of others. It's an example of meeting objectives. Before you do any meeting planning, you need to focus on your objective. What are you wanting to cover? To help you determine your meeting objective, complete the sentence. At the close of the meeting, I want the group to, with the end result clearly defined, you can then plan the contents of the meeting, things that are in the meeting, what are you going to put in the meeting, and determine who needs to be present. Not everybody needs to be present. Two, you're going to use your time wisely. So time is a precious resource and no one wants their time wasted. With the amount of time we spend in meetings, you owe it to yourself and your team to streamline, meaning to cut back, to make the meeting as short as much as possible. What's more time wasted in a meeting is wasted time for everybody attending. For example, if a critical person is 15 minutes late in an 8-person meeting, that person has cost the organization 2 hours of lost activity. There is a leadership kit toolkit that you can get. It will boost your own team's positivity. And the toolkit, you can join. We're not doing it. So what you're gonna do is, in order to use your timeline wisely, you're gonna come up with an agenda. An agenda is no more than an outline of what you're going to cover from the beginning to the end. So you prepare an agenda considering the following facts: the priorities, what absolutely must be covered, your results, what do you need to accomplish the meeting, participants, who needs to attend the meeting for it to be successful, sequence, in what order will you cover the topics, the timing, how much time will you spend on each topic. When you have an agenda, you have people maybe talking or you're talking about a certain subject, have a time limit, okay? Like today, I'm going to talk about the 7 C's of business when you're dealing with the meeting. I'm going to limit this to 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, when my 10 minutes is up, I should be finished. Then you have your date and your time. When will the meeting take place? The place, where will the meeting take place? With an idea of what needs to be covered and for how long, you can look at the information that should be prepared beforehand. And what do the participants need to know in order to make the most of the meeting time? What role are they expected to perform in the meeting so they can do the right preparation? If it's a meeting to solve a problem, ask the participants, the people who are going to be involved, to come prepared with a viable solution. If you are discussing an ongoing project, have each participant summarize his or her progress to date and circulate reports among the members. Assigning a particular topic or discussion to various people is another great way to increase involvement and interest. on the agenda indicate who will lead the discussion or the presentation of each item. Use your agenda, which is no more than your outline, as your time guide. When you notice that the time is running out for a particular item, consider hurrying the discussion, pushing to a decision, deferring discussion until another time if you don't have enough time, or assigning it for discussion by a subcommittee. So an important aspect of running an effective meeting is insisting that everyone respects the time. So if they want to get up and say something, okay, you have 2 minutes, and they have to respect those 2 minutes. Start the meeting on time and do not spend time recapping for latecomers. If people are late, go back over it. Hopefully you have an agenda that you can post, or you've recorded the meeting. If it's on Zoom, they can go back and look at it. But don't stop your progress in the meeting to go back because people coming late. So it says, whatever you can do outside the meeting time, do it. This includes circulating reports for people to read beforehand. Sometimes it's good to have people to read the reports so they'll know what's going on. They don't have to be asking a lot of questions in the meeting. And assign smaller group meetings to discuss issues relevant to only certain people. Then 3, you want to satisfy the participants that a sensible process has been followed. Once you have an agenda prepared, you need to circulate it. It means you need to give it out, get their feedback and their input. Running a meeting is not a dictatorial role. You have to be participative right from the start. That means just because you may be the boss doesn't mean you cannot or you should not be involved in a meeting. You have to be involved in the meeting like the attendants who are coming. Perhaps there's something that a team member has to add. Maybe you have allotted too much or too little time for a particular item. There may be some points you've included that have been settled already, and you don't have to talk about those. So you can take them off your agenda, take them off the list for discussion. Whatever the reason is, it's important for you to get feedback from the meeting participants about your proposed agenda. Once you're in the meeting, to ensure maximum satisfaction for everyone, there are several things you should keep in mind. If certain people are dominating the conversation, make a point of asking others for their ideas. That means if a lot of times in meetings, there's going to be that one person that's going to do all the talking or has the most questions. Nobody else gets anything in. So you have to make sure that you allot time, let the people know, again, reiterate. If you're going to come up and talk, you only got 2 or 3 minutes. That's it. When I say time, that means you have to cut it off, no matter where you at in your speech. At the end of each agenda item, quickly summarize what was said and ask people to confirm that that's a fair summary. Then make notes regarding follow-up when you're going to come back. Watch body language and make adjustments as necessary. Maybe you need a break or you need to stop someone from speaking too much. Ensure the meeting stays on topic. List all the tasks that are generated at the meeting. Make a note of who is assigned to do what and when. At the close of the meeting, quickly summarize the next steps. Inform everyone that you will be sending out a meeting summary. After the meeting's over, take some time to debrief and determine what went well, what could have been done better. Evaluate the meeting's effectiveness based on how well you met the objective. This will help you to improve your process of running an effective meeting. So right now, are there any questions about how to run? Tell me some things that you should do, and everybody should have been paying attention. What are some things? Yes, Andrea, leave your presentation for tomorrow, because although I know your presentation is on point, it coincides with everybody else's presentation. I want everybody to have their presentation ready, their 7 C's, whichever one they're responsible for, so it can kind of go with a flow. The article that I just read, and there's a couple more points I would like to address. And let me. So far, I want y'all to unmute. Okay, in order for your meeting to be effective, what are some things that you can do in order for your meeting to be effective, for you to be able to say what you need to say, and for everybody to be clear on their understanding? So what are some things you can do for the meeting?
Have like a time schedule set up so you know how long you're going to spend on the meeting.
Excellent, excellent. So you're gonna have a time allotted. You're gonna also come up with what is that thing I told you to I call it, can be called an outline, but you call it a what? Starts with an A. What's that? It's like an outline. It tells you what you're gonna talk about from the beginning to end, but you call it and what? An agenda. So remember, even in some of the things that you do right now, some of you are in different types of clubs or whatever that you're in, but you have to have meetings. Make sure before that meeting, you type up an agenda. You email it. You can email, because here at work every Friday we have a staff meeting. Um, and staff meeting is usually at 8:15 to 9:30 or whatever. We are given a couple days or the day before an agenda, which is an outline, tells us everything that we're going to talk about. It also allots time for people to ask questions and to be able to speak on something. Also, when you come up with an agenda, it could be you guys are in a some of you play soccer, you're having a meeting. If you're in charge of having that meeting, you need to have an agenda, what you're going to talk about. So therefore, you stay on the course, you stay focused, and you get everything, hopefully, everything on that agenda covered. But there will be times you will not get to cover everything that's on your agenda. You have to cover it on the next agenda. And also, when you have an effective meeting, it tells us, and let me go back. So, like Adriana said, you have to allot for times, because if you don't put a time limit down for when people can get up and talk, then the meeting will go on forever. People will get bored, and you will never get accomplished what you set out to do. Also, you want to make sure that the people, if you have speakers, that they know what they're going to be talking about and they're giving a time as well. You want to make sure that you tell people where the meeting is going to be. Right now, just about every meeting is held on Zoom or Google Meets. You have a few people that are meeting, and some of them are meeting outside. Like at my church on this Saturday, they're having a board meeting, which I normally go to. They're having it. We haven't had one since the pandemic. They are now going to have one outside. I don't think I'll be able to attend, but they did let me know that they were having one. So you set an agenda, set a time, and you have your topics that you're going to cover. I want to talk about, because I didn't get to finish, what is meeting etiquette? In addition to the three criteria discussed above, which were the meeting's objective, use time wisely, and satisfying participants that a sensible process has been followed. Now, business etiquette, your meeting should follow a set ground rules or etiquette that govern the way you behave. Etiquette covers behaviors such as timekeeping, the use of laptops, cell phones, eating and drinking during the meeting, whether you can interrupt while someone's speaking or only ask questions at the end where you sit, and so on. Etiquette is the guidelines. Etiquette is no more than rules, okay? Hold on. Okay. So, a lot of times in meetings, you need to let people know, just because they bring their cell phones, and cell phones need to be on vibrate, because cell phones are very distracting when you are trying to have a meeting. And even though people may be adults, it's good to let them know that make sure your cell phones are on vibrate. Make sure your cell phone is on the table or somewhere, not in your hands, because it's very rude that you're on your cell phone and you're in a meeting, just like with eating. It says the rules will vary according to the culture of your organization, meaning how you like to do things, your management style, and the preference of your team. Some meetings may be more formal than others, depending on the agenda and who is attending. Sometimes you're going to be in meetings with big executives. You have to know how to conduct yourselves. You have to know that you just can't jump up when you don't agree with something. There is rule and there is order, and you must follow that. But agreeing to these basic standards and sticking to them can help you and your team conduct meetings for a more professional manner and to achieve your objectives with the minimum of fuss or disruption. Some key points I want to go over. Running effective meetings more than sending out a notice that your team is to meet at a particular time and place. Effective meetings need structure, order, and ground rules. Without these elements, they can't go on forever and not accomplish a thing. The solid objective in mind, a tight agenda, and a commitment to involving the meeting participants in the planning, preparation, execution of the meeting, you are well on your way to chairing great meetings. Given the frustrations most people feel when the time is wasted, gaining a reputation for running efficient and successful meetings is good for you and your career. So I say this because I know right now a lot of you have not been in meetings. Some of you have because you work at maybe a local restaurant or you work at a local retail business in the area. You should have either weekly employee meetings or monthly employee meetings. And hopefully, if they haven't, maybe they will start to have an agenda. You'll want to have an agenda so people will know what you're talking about. You'll want to have an agenda so you can stay on track. Because if you go to a meeting and all they do is fuss, you get tired of going to those meetings. So guess what? You're not going to go. I want you to be able, just because you are in high school, I want you to be able to conduct a meeting of your own. It may be a family reunion meeting. Maybe you're on the planning committee. It may be that you're in a skateboard club and you're having a meeting. You have to conduct yourself. Whatever you're doing, it should be like a business. You run it like a business. Everything should be straightforward. So because we are in career management, I want to prepare you for being in meetings. Sometimes, yeah, when I'm in meetings, those meetings, I be like, they get on my last nerve. But I have to sit there. I have to listen. I'm not always, wanting to be in that meeting, but a lot of times it is a requirement, whether it be here at work, whether it be at church, whether it be some of my businesses that I run, I have to have a meeting. So you want to make sure that you know how to conduct a meeting and you know how to participate in a meeting. So from now on, everybody in my career management class, we're going to know how to host the meeting, how to participate in the meeting. If you are just a participant, you're just sitting there listening, don't be on your cell phone. Okay, when the person's talking, even though you may be zoned out, they don't have to know that you zoned out. Put your phone down, put it in your pocket, put it in your purse, and focus. Okay. All right. So what I wanted to cover that today. Tomorrow we'll try to go over emails and conference calls because pretty soon we are going to be conducting conference calls, and I want you to know how to be able to conduct yourselves. Let me go back into modules to see what we're going to do. So tomorrow, you will do your presentation on the 7 C's of business communication. Has everybody completed their following directions assignment? Do I have that? Everybody got that?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to send it to me so I can look it over. You're welcome to do that. You're going to start presenting on tomorrow. We may not finish tomorrow. We'll have to finish on Monday. I also want to let you know about something that's going on this Friday. And I know that you are not required to come on Friday, but I want to extend an invitation for you to come on Friday at 12 o'clock. And I'm going to put an incentive in there. We're going to have what you call career chats for students. And it will be at 12 o'clock. What I would do is on tomorrow or early Friday morning, either late tomorrow or early Friday morning, I will post the Zoom link so you can, all you got to do is click on it and join in. What you want to do is join in, put yourself on mute. At first, I probably would come in and show my face. They're going to have career chats. They're probably going to do it probably just about every Friday. If you come on, I am going to offer you an incentive for coming on. It's going to be at 12 o'clock on Fridays. It may last 30 minutes, probably about 30 minutes to an hour, probably just about 30 minutes or 45 minutes. I am going to give you a quiz grade for coming on Fridays and listen to the person. I also want you to come up to be able to ask them questions. So they'll give you time to ask questions. You can put it in the chat. Make sure that those questions are relevant to what they're speaking on or something that's important to you, but make sure that the question you ask is appropriate. I had a speaker on yesterday in another class, and y'all gonna have a speaker coming up next week. And the person asked kind of a crazy question. It wasn't really appropriate. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't appropriate. But I want you to come on for the career chat on Fridays at 12 o'clock. I'm going to give you a quiz grade if you come on. I want you to ask a question. Put it into the chat, okay? So who would be willing to come in Friday? Why, Kenny, why you can't come in on Fridays at 12 o'clock? You're not doing anything. Who would come in on Fridays? I mean, if you don't come in, you just don't come in. But those who come in going to get 100 on the quiz grade. And I don't know nobody. Oh, okay, good. Well, your uncle coming? What time your uncle coming, Kenny? Your uncle won't be there before 12 o'clock. You tell your uncle you got something you're going to get extra credit for. So what I'll do is I'll put it in announcements. So check out I've already got the meeting up there, but I'm gonna wait until tomorrow evening. I'll try to post it by at least by 10 o'clock tomorrow night. I want y'all to come in on a Zoom and listen, ask questions if you got any, and you'll get 100 on the quiz grade. So they're gonna be doing this probably for the remaining Fridays. And it will be really great for y'all to come and see what's going on and be able to hear. Okay? So I want y'all guys to do that. So we're going to do that. Let me go back and make sure. Hold on. Following notes. Let's see what y'all. Okay. Some of you, if you have not, there is a discussion number 11, and I know that Adriana has done it. Kenny, Andrea, Isaiah, Johnny, Andrea got 2 on here. Shamel. If you have not done discussion 11, please do discussion 11. And after that, don't do day 12 because we'll do day 12 later. Okay. So make sure you do that. And if you have not done the attendance quiz for today, make sure you do it. If you don't do that attendance quiz starting, it was effective today, I'm not going to count you present because my instructions are, even though I take down my paper attendance, they still need to see that you were in class. So that's why I do the attendance. That way I can go back and say, okay, Andrea was here. She did the attendance quiz. There won't be any, anything going discrepancy when I got it online. I have the time stamp when you did it. So it's very important that you do it. If you have not done the attendance quiz today, make sure you do it. Also, go back and review what we talked about today as far as holding effective meetings. Because tomorrow we're going to do the emails, I think, and we're going to try to do the conference calls, the one on the conference call. Make sure that you are doing the typing.com. Some of you haven't been on there in weeks. I need you to do typing.com because I'm going to start plugging it in. Y'all, when I put my grades in, y'all going to be like, what? She done done it. She done put it on. That's right. Because when I tell you to do something, I expect for you to do it, okay? Yes, I put the discussion questions in there, Kenny. I haven't put it up there lately since probably like the last of August. I'll put September's in. I'll put them in. If you notice, I put them in before. And I can't remember if they're a quiz grade or if they're just a classwork grade. I have to look at. But yes, I do grade those. I do take account of those. Make sure you've done your attendance quiz and make sure you've done discussion 11. And we'll do the presentations on tomorrow. Let me see what else we can do. Hold up. Let's do something a little fun before we leave. Make sure y'all guys are straight with what y'all need to do. Okay, we are going to do this. All right, everybody, we're going to do a little Kahoot. Make sure you're putting in your regular name. This is not an option. It is a requirement. Everybody should see the pin 405-3546.
It's frozen.
305-3546. Try that code 305. Great, 405-3546. Hold on, y'all. 405-3546. It's 405. Hold on. 3546. This is correct. This was the 405-3546. Forgive me. Yes. No. No. Okay, I cut that. I got president because I cut that. Well, that's good. All right, I cut that. All right, y'all, come on.
I don't see the Kahoot screen.
I probably had just switched off of it.
Friday nights I went Peter and I do edibles and go to the aquarium. This is awesome. Peter, I'm freaking out. Don't go any further.
Who is J Money? Whoever is J Money, put it in the chat so I know who you are. And we're gonna go ahead and start. Because I don't know if everybody's gonna get on here or not. Me, okay. I was gonna thought that was you. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're not gonna wait on the others.
Oh my God, how embarrassing!
I don't see anything.
You don't see it? Anybody else don't see it?
You gotta
I
show it
don't
on your
see it.
screen.
Oh, hold on. Don't y'all see it?
No,
I
I
didn't
don't.
share it. Shoot, I thought I shared it. Oh well. I had it shared. Maybe y'all.
Dang, Miss Hogger, how you supposed to answer
What's up?
questions you can't see?
We'll do it again, hush, boy. I did have it up there. I'm sorry, y'all. I did have it up there. I think it jumps every so often to jump back off if I go off that screen. Can y'all see it now? Don't worry about that first question. Just go and do what y'all did.
Yeah, I can see it.
All right. I think evidently if I jump off, go to another screen, it doesn't stay on that one. I apologize. So nobody got it. Well, Andrea.
Ow!
So she saw it. There you go. All right, y'all better be jumping on here playing. All right, what y'all gonna do? Y'all falling off? All right, Andrea, let's do it. All right, y'all better get with it. I'm gonna get y'all. Oh, let's see. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all better get ready. Y'all better, come on now. You playing for keeps, is it? Uh-oh. 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 What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Hold on, y'all. Let me check something real quick, and we'll come right back. Uh-oh, Sahari done got bumped. Come on, y'all falling out. Come on, you still got a chance. All right, let's see who won. Let's see who won. Zahari came in third. Adriana second. AJ number one. Shamil 415. All right. Congratulations, everybody. Give me a second. Let me cut this down. I need to make a little announcement. Okay, everybody. Attendance quiz. Let me see. Joseph, I have Joseph. Hold on. So I have Joseph. I have Derek. Okay, who I don't have? I don't have Isaiah. Make sure you go do the attendance quiz. Damien, Alexi, Noel, Andrea, Christian. Make sure y'all go back and do the attendance quiz, because if you don't have it done, I'm not counting you present just because you were on here. Because y'all know every day I need you to do the attendance quiz. It's not an option, it is a requirement. I'll see y'all guys on tomorrow. Be ready to present. Have a good day. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
See you, teach.